guys, welcome to Flashback of a Flashback on Friday. So Flashback Friday. Today we're talking about Nirvana. That other video that you're seeing there, that's from about 2.5 years ago. That was right when I started this channel. I still feel pretty much the same way as I did then. Let me explain it back then. You know, I've been in and out of bands, and it got to the early 90s or late 80s, that area, and I was really starting to get sick of the whole scene. You know what I mean? There's a really dark underbelly. There was in those days, the 80s and stuff, to the rock and roll scene, and I wanted out of it. I was just sick and tired of it. I was really getting tired of it, and then Kurt Cobain killed himself, and that was it. I just put my guitar down. I've never told anybody that story. That's one of the main reasons why I put my guitar down, was because of that. I was so disgusted by it. Just horrible. But sure love the music, and I sure wish Kurt Cobain was still here, you know. You know, when you think about it, it's just really sad. Sad, tragic, and, you know, and I think if Kurt was sitting here now, he'd say stupid. Pretty stupid on his part. You know, suicide doesn't solve anything, right? Suicide is no solution, whether drinking or any other way, or heroin. So at that point, by that time I was already out of the scene. I wasn't really playing my guitar as much, but it was always, you know, in the back of my head. And then after Kurt Cobain committed suicide, man, that was it, you know, and I just, like, cut the ties between me and rock and roll at that time. But, you know, it was just heartbreaking, is no other way to put it. And there are lots of other things we could say, but I'm just not going to. But I'll tell you what, this album really made Nirvana. Now, you know, they say that they didn't, Kurt at least said that, you know, they really weren't trying to become a big band or this or that. And I just don't buy into that. You know, you've got to imagine that you're being interviewed every other second by somebody. You have no clue of who they are. And they're just asking you all kinds of questions, maybe personal questions, this and that. And after a while, you're just going to get sick of it. And you'll just say anything. You know, that's how John Lennon kind of was. He would just say anything, whether it was the truth or not. But nevertheless, I mean, this album is so incredibly good. There's no way that they didn't care whether they made it or not. This is so well made. Such great songs on it. This album was produced by Butch Vig, and I'll tell you, if I were to ever make an album, if I were lucky enough to have it produced by somebody like that, I would choose Butch Vig personally myself. They did such an outstanding job on this album. There's so many great songs. Again, the album is Nevermind. You can see this all over YouTube. Just so good. So there it is, guys. We have Flashback of a Flashback Friday. Kind of cool. Lost the beard, yep. I'll explain that someday. Actually, I grew that for a reason. But some other day I'll explain that. Now, guys, I'm still using these Max Grip Dunlop picks, just to let you know this isn't a commercial. I'm not paid for this. Man, do I love them. Really love them. Alright, guys, that's our Flashback Friday. Make sure you check out our other videos if you are new to our channel, and please subscribe. Alright, guys, we'll see you next video.